The galaxy looked to Luke Skywalker as their last hope when the second Death Star was destroyed and Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader passed away. He was perceived by many as the last remaining Jedi following the Great Purge and the 20 years of Palpatine's brutal Imperial rule. In this video, we will look into how Luke destroyed an AT-AT with the Force in detail. But before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. Let's get started. Luke Skywalker alleged status. Luke's alleged status as the last Jedi was further supported by the fact that Jedi sightings were extremely rare. However, captivating the stories about Luke Skywalker's may have been, he was aware that he wasn't the only one. There were other people nearby. Whether they were Force adepts awaiting training or fallen Jedi like Luke's future comrade Camp Solosar. The galaxy was teeming with Force users who were eager to revive the Order, just as the inhabitants of Ossus. Most powerful Force user. Luke Skywalker may have been the most powerful Force user alive in the absence of Darth Sidious and his pupil Darth Vader, but one thing was clear. Luke had gotten a lot stronger in the Force 6 years after the second Death Star was destroyed. When he was younger, he had trouble stacking stones on the swamp world of the Gaba, and at other times, he had trouble using the Force to lift his body weight. However, when the Imperial Civil War started, Luke Skywalker surpassed his father Darth Vader in strength. Skywalker demonstrated his strength on a particular mission, while two rival groups of the Empire were engaged in a fierce conflict. General Lando Calrissian and Luke Skywalker had only crash-landed on the planet a few days before. Finding them was Han and Leia's responsibility. Solo and Leia successfully navigated through intense anti-aircraft fire and downed a few Imperial walkers before discovering Luke's last known location. Lando was hiding behind a ring of metal debris with his New Republic companions when they stepped from the Millennium Falcon. Following their brief reunion, the ex-rebels turned to the Falcon to leave the planet as soon as possible. However, they were stopped. The fighting was invaded by a bunch of junk traders carrying rifles and hot-wired weapon droids. They left their enormous armored vehicles positioned in front of the Millennium Falcon and the Republican allies. Leia, Han, and Lando tried to defend themselves from a pack of cybernetically enhanced hunting dogs and scores of strong combat droids. Strategy. Leia utilized her Force mastery to confuse the Junkers, while Han knelt, created a small target, and fired at the oncoming enemy wave. But out of a gap in the starship's hull, a huge black shadow appeared. It called the Force with a single black cybernetic hand and caused the circuitry between the chests of the strong war droids to crumble. The shadow lowered its dark cloak as it moved nearer to the Republic heroes, and a recognizable face grinned in greeting. Luke appeared. He had utterly crushed the Junkers' forces with minimal effort on his part. The survivors turned away and sped away in their armored car. An Imperial AT-AT pulled aside from the conflict to investigate the disturbance. Sacrifice. The sacrifice of the New Republic's warriors came before the division of the Imperial Army and the brutal internal conflict. This gun moved its head down toward a small shrouded figure in front of it as it got ready to fire. Luke's entire body appeared to glow with the force of the Force as he raised his lightsaber and turned to face the audience. The battlefield became calm, a foreboding sign of the upcoming chaos. The Imperial Walker's forward cannon fired a salvo at Luke with an abrupt thundering roar. But Luke repelled a hefty bolt at the 1980s control center with his thin lightsaber extended to the side. The Imperial warriors were no longer able to shoot, so they remained still behind the controls. Luke, without hesitating for even a second, simply waved the Force to knock the gigantic war machine to the ground. Only a small number of AT-ATs were required to defeat them while taking less developed worlds in the galaxy, as the rebels discovered at the Battle of Hoth. No matter how powerful they were in the Force, it's practically unimaginable that a single man could be strong enough to defeat one on his own. To be fair, the abilities of the Jedi, Sith, and Legends are a bit deceptive. They are extremely fantastical, especially in comparison to movies. That's it, guys. They are essentially just superhero abilities. The authors constantly try to outdo one another and never actually agree on the actual boundaries of powers in the extended universe. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Leave a like, share with your friends and families, and jot down your thoughts in the comments section below.